Good morning everybody, I am Sarah with the trains, and today I'm here at the Great Central Railway for a day out on some steam trains, and heritage diesel too. This heritage railway is on the route of the old Great Central Railway that linked Manchester, Sheffield, Nottingham and Leicester to London Marylebone. Originally known as Manchester, Sheffield and Lincolnshire Railway, it changed its name in 1897, ahead of the 1899 opening of its London extension. The Great Central Railway was the first railway to be granted a coat of arms on the 25th of February 1898. The heritage railway we know today is the only double-track standard gauge mainline railway in the world, with 5.2 miles of working double track. I'm currently at Rothley station. The original station here opened in 1899, but sadly closed in 1963. The station has been done up in an Edwardian style, so let's have a quick look round and see what's here. Well, for starters, we've got gentlemen's toilets, which are on this island platform. We've also got things like luggage, and it wouldn't be a station without benches. Although we do have this sign about needing a platform ticket, and that's not something you see on normal stations. We also have the good old signal box, a very curious sign about soap, saves rubbing, and here we've got the general waiting room and ladies' toilet, with a sign for Coleman's mustard. It's home away from home for me. And true to the Edwardian style, we have a portrait of King Edward VII. We've got this lovely poster advertising a route to Norfolk, with such sites as Great Yarmouth, Munsley and Sandringham, called the Royal Route. Another poster showing Shakespeare being such a poser. There's also Midland Railway benches. I see a sign over there that says cake. I'm very tempted. Over on the other side of the line is the Charnwood Forest Garden Railway, a G-gauge model railway named after the Charnwood Forest Railway, which opened in 1883 and ran between Colville and Loughborough Derby Road. Sadly, this closed in 1963. The model railway is set out as a European narrow-gauge railway and contains some quite eclectic items in the layout. Now pulling into Rothley station is 73156, a British Railways Standard Class 5, not to be confused with the LMS Stanier Class 5, also known as the Black 5. This locomotive was built in 1956 and was sadly withdrawn just 11 years later in 1967. It's the only surviving British Railways standard locomotive built at Doncaster Works. After being sold to Wooden Brothers Scrapyard in South Wales, it was bought by the Bolton Steam Locomotive Company Limited and moved from the scrapyard in 1985, then being based at the East Lancashire Railway in Bury. Its restoration at Loughborough was completed in 2017 and it made its formal debut as 73084 Tintagel on the 5th of October 2017. passing through, we have two Class 101 diesel railcars, numbers 50266 and 50203, built by Metropolitan Camel in Birmingham in the 1950s and arriving at the Great Central Railway in 2003. Now at Corum Woodhouse, this station has been done up in a 1940s style, so it has got a wartime theme, as you're about to see from all the things here that we've got at Corum Woodhouse. One of the most obvious wartime things we've got is the Dig for Victory allotment on the other side of the line, and era-appropriate advertisements for woodbines immediately over the fire buckets. There's also this era-appropriate pram containing a baby's gas mask. And yes, you'd put the baby inside the gas mask. There's also another pram collecting scrap metal, with a very clear message for the Führer. Corum Woodhouse Station, being in a 1940s style, is particularly appropriate because the goods sidings to the south of the platform would have served Bow Manor Hall during the Second World War. This was a so-called Y station, used for receiving German signals, and sending them on to Station X at Bletchley Park for decryption by the likes of Alan Turing. Apparently some gun runners have been foiled by a 90-year-old engine and a 100-year-old driver. I suspect this isn't an authentic headline. I spy a phone box, but does it work? No, it doesn't open. That's because it's a historic phone box. It's of the type where you put your money in, if they answer, you press A, and if they don't answer, you press button B and get your penny back. Mixed marvels are good for your dog, apparently. Whatever mixed marvels are. In this carriage we have some very interesting moquette. It's a bit scratchy. First things first at Loughborough, meet the station cat. Now here at Loughborough Central, This station is done up in the 1950s style. It's the headquarters of the Great Central Railway. It closed as a station in 1969 and reopened as a heritage station in 1974. Loughborough Central Station was originally opened by the Great Central Railway on the line going to London Marylebone in 1899. The station buildings here at Loughborough Central are unique because they have a complete canopy, the longest in railway preservation. The canopy had major restoration between 2010 and 2013. We have another telephone box. Does it work? I think I know the answer. Nope, it's another heritage telephone. Complete with a sign about not being a pirate. Not confusing at all that there are benches here for rugby. Outside the station I found a King George V postbox. Out here we've got the lovely old station building at Loughborough. I can distantly see 153s through the fence. I think I might have a quick look in the Emporium. Oh dear Lord.
We are now here at our final station of the day, which is Leicester North. Leicester North is actually built a little bit to the south of the original station of Belgrave and Birstall. That station was demolished because it was extensively vandalised, sadly, so this station was built for the Great Central Railway. There isn't a massive amount here, but it's been done in a 1960s style, so let's go and have a look round and see what we've got here at Leicester North.
Well, right away I've found out that there's a tea room, so that's excellent. Red benches at this station. Over there we have got the station building, which houses toilets, a booking office and a tea room. Ooh, we actually have a little memorial garden here.
at Leicester North. I did see a dedication on a bench earlier that said somebody had chosen the Great Central Railway as their final resting place. And as you can see, this is very definitely a terminus station. And the signs here say Leicester North for Belgrave and Birstall. The original Belgrave and Birstall station was opened by the Great Central Railway in 1899 to serve the villages of Belgrave and, unsurprisingly, Birstall. It consisted of an island platform on which there were station buildings, and there was also a signal box and a lamp room. The station being built in a railway cutting meant that space was at a premium, so it was the only rural station on the Great Central Railway's London extension without goods facilities. After the station's closure in the 1960s, the Belgrave and Birstall Action Group was formed with the goal of preserving part of the London extension for the use of steam trains. However, vandalism was a major issue, and in spite of attempts to restore the buildings, they were ultimately demolished in the late 70s and 80s, leaving only the platform, which would later also be demolished. The track to Belgrave and Birstall had been completely lifted by 1976. However, you can still see the old archway that was the entrance to Belgrave and Birstall station, although this is now bricked up. The current Leicester North station was opened in 1991, with further works leading to the opening of the station building in 2001. I hope you've enjoyed this visit to the Great Central Railway as much as I have. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next time for another railway adventure. Bye. As always, an extra special shout out to all of my patrons and channel members whose names are on screen now, as well as anybody who donates to me on Ko-fi. You really do help keep this channel going.